When the pump fell off the hedge cutter yesterday, it's rubbed through that pipe there. It's weird because it's only dubly clipped on, but I think it's just a return for the hydraulic pump, so we mustn't have a lot of pressure in it. So I'll send my daddy, I'll go and get one now, put that on, and Sam can go back hedge cutting. Andrew's just going to get a trailer on, then he's off to the football pitches to move some soil around. Adam's off with the proper trailer. Remember that mower that we were fixing? Well, it's still not running. I think it's the starter motor, so I found a starter motor off another one, but the top was different, so I've just been swapping it, putting a cog on. So we'll try putting that on and see if that works. Dad's back with a new pipe from Hydroscan, dead efficient. Did it in like 3 minutes. You get the edge cutter back running again now, without leaking oil on the road. It's alive! Finally! It can stop raining now, because that hay's getting wrecked. Andy's sorting a boat out, but we might need it if it carries on raining. Finally it's running, got the battery on charge. When we put it back together the other day, the woodruff key had fell out, and then also the oil pressure switch wasn't working, so the oil level sensor. Sorted that, the woodruff key flew out, damaged something, made a new woodruff key, put it all back together. Now it's running with a different starter motor. So it took like a month to fix nearly, because we've just been doing it every time we've had a chance. Anyway, at least we can cut the grass now at the other farm, because we can't get a bigger one because it won't fit through the gate, because it's got a big sandstone wall around the garden. The CHURRY picker's back. Joe's took his grain bin down. We can get hold of the fencing, so we're going to move this bun now so that we can get in a bit deeper and have a bit more yard space. Sam's putting his pipe on the edge cutter. He wants a new edge cutter because he says it's not big enough, but he also wants a pay rise and he can't have both. That's a fur load. Just going to weigh it and see what's on it. It's only going over the road. I wanted to get a time-lapse camera taking the bund out, but because it's drizzling, I don't want to get my phone completely wet. So you're just going to have to see what it looks like now and then see what it looks like in a bit. So anyway, Frank's just loading it up now. We've got 2 dump trailers running it, so we should have it done in an hour. So this field was all cleaned and screened. We've got a pile of scrap, we've got a pile of wooden bits and bobs, and a nice pile of topsoil. And then now we're bringing the bund here. So I'm going to put that through because we've got more room here. And then we can get this all levelled off. And this is kind of a bit of an extension to the garden because the bungalow's over there. So it's never stops, does it? And look at that field of wheat. It looks like you'd walk across it. Looks well, that. And a bit of good news. Apparently the header is coming on Sunday. So look forward to that. Frank's been a bit sloppy loading the trailer, so I'm going to just doze all that in before them stones end up getting crunched into the concrete and making a mess and chewing up the concrete. Which is an ideal job for the mini Merlot. It's hard work doing this with one hand. So that looks like now we're back up. It's a bit better. Off the yard. I'll keep it tidy so you don't end up muddy. Edge cutter's now running, but like I say, there's a vibration the other day, so we're going to try and work out where it's coming from. So we're going to run it up and I'm going to get my stethoscope and listen to the bearings either end to see if one of them's playing up. Got my stethoscope on my pole, and if you listen, either end, it doesn't sound like it's the bearings. I think it's the rotor's just slightly off balance because the teeth are getting a bit knackered. We found the problem. 2 of the flails that were on were too long, so that was causing a vibration. Sam's going to swap them now and then hopefully it should run quieter. Big bush just come out there. Hour later now. It's starting to take shape. Frank loves a bit of demolition. James over there on our cat loading the chipper. Better now. Not vibrating. We've got this new space, so I'm going around with the tape measure to see what's best to put in it to make it more optimal. So whether we put some more fertiliser tanks here, or we move the water tank here, or we put the spray cabin there, I don't know. We're just trying to work it out what's best use of this space. Look at these biscuits Christine's been hiding. Digestives with lemon drizzle, and they're really good. Andrew's got the dustpan and brush out now, brushing up. Have to tidy up after Frank in a minute over there. Frank's just put that lump of concrete there, and he's just got another one, and we think it's so that he can climb out without damaging the edge. Anyway, it's took about, what's it done now? 4 hours. 4 hours and about 15 load. And we've now got, I think, another 12 metres by 8 metres of yard space when we find what we're going to do with it. So next week we'll put a fence up. Tonight we're just going to park some trailers here to make the yard secure again. And then next week we'll get a fence going along here, I think. Concrete it, and then we'll probably move the chemical store falls and put some water tanks. It'd be nice to put a shed up, but we just priced the steel up and I nearly fell over. This was yesterday's quiz question. It is in fact data tag. So inside the sticker is a microchip, and then hidden inside the vehicle all over it is several microchips smaller than a grain of rice in the wiring looms in the engine bay, and there's also smart water painted all over the vehicle as well. So if anyone tried to steal it, it's still got a unique identity, and if it's going out of a port or a dock or anything like that, they will check for these and scan it for the microchip so that it can't end up just disappearing like most things that get stolen. So yeah, you also get a discount on your insurance as well if you insure with the NFU if you use it. Here's a quiz question for you. These clamps off Amazon, not Amazon as in the online retailer, Amazon as in the machinery manufacturer. It's basically just a bend with a hole in Olly, and then that one's threaded. Guess how much they are. Adam's going across with the last load now, so we're around 21 tonne on that. Off a trailer. Andrew's just sweeping up the road now, and the gateway we've been going in and out of, so that it's not muddy. It's just a shame it's been a little bit sticky today. It's kind of made a bit of a mess of the yard. Somebody's cut a beech tree down, so we've kept the logs because they'd make nice tabletops, so just want like trimming off with a big bandsaw or a big chainsaw. You can make some tables. They're just too good really to put through the chipper. James hit the chipping hard this afternoon, so all the pile's gone now. We've just got a big pile of chip, which is good. That's going out next week, and the rest of the oilseed rape's going out the store next week as well. Got this steel beam here. It's been round the back for quite a bit, and it's got damaged and bent. And it's a shame because they're 350 quid now. This is the bean field behind the yard. Remember last week it was going like really grey and they looked dead thirsty. We've now had 17 mil of rain in the last few days, which is, you know, getting near 3/4 of an inch. So totally deep green now. They've obviously got all that moisture and they're now growing away. And it smells lovely because you've got the smell of the rain on the soil, and then you've also got the smell of the beans. So that rain's just come at the right time for them, and hopefully, like I say yesterday, they'll just keep growing. It's definitely a big space we've gained now. The only problem is you can see even more how scruffy the weighbridge hut is. We definitely need to do something with that in the future, whether we reclad it or just do away with it and build one out of block work. That was only ever temporary, but it's been about 12 years now. Anyway, we've got a good usable space close to the yard now. Hopefully tomorrow with the rain, if the rain stops, I can get on with some fungicide, because I really need to get on with the fungicide with the wheat because it's a really high disease pressure this kind of weather. You can watch another video up here. You can subscribe over there. Thank you everyone that's watching. Thank you everyone that's subscribed. You can click the bell to tell you when you get a notification when I put a new video on. And I've got a wedding to go to, so I'll see you tomorrow. Oh yeah, nearly forgot. There's an outro from Zach Hamilton of Mini Merlots.